Good morning. It's about 8:30. It's Sunday. Usually I get up at 6:30 and start my farm chores. But this morning I want to take you through my morning and everything I do to take care of my now 4, how many animals do I have? 22 animals, 14 chickens. So my last video I mentioned how I moved the chickens into the house. That's because smoke in Washington's really bad from the fires in Oregon, Washington, and California. So it's still too smoky to put little baby chicks out, but I have some work to do. The little box they're in the bathroom is small, so I'm gonna make it bigger. They had a really nice brooder outside. Unfortunately, it's just too smoky. So we're gonna check on them. I haven't seen them yet this morning. Hi, babies. They made a mess of their food. They like to forage. So I'm gonna put some more food in there. It's getting kind of stinky. I left that lid up for a place for them to hide. And then I put some electrolytes in their water. That's why it's a little yellow. Look how cute they are. This one's my really tiny bantam. I've never had one before. She's like half the size of the other chickens. She's so cute. She actually had a little swollen vent and plugged vent that I had to clean and take care of. It took like a couple of days. It was pretty bad when I first got her. I didn't do a video on that, but next time I get chicks, I can do that. This girl's really sweet. I've never had an Americana before. Look at her poofy cheeks. Hi, babies. So I spend a lot of time handling them. Like I'll go in there and spend an hour with them, touching them, having them sleep on me, carrying them around. I did that with my first handful of hens that are all a year old now, and I get so many compliments on how friendly they are. It's wild. And they'll come sit in my lap, or I'll grab them and carry them around, and they have no issues with me being around. And then I adopted a rooster like a year later, and he's really sweet. He's just skittish around me, but he sees me interact with the hens, and he like does not perceive me as a threat at all. He's really curious, and he's starting to eat out of my hands, so I'm hopeful we'll obtain a better relationship over time. So for the cats, I got them fresh water. I cleaned the little worms out of their bowls and their little steps. Like I Clorox cleaned it, and then I got them new food, and that's it. So water, food. I also put deworming medicine, like all natural deworming medicine, into their food. I actually talked to the vet about it. He says that doesn't work super well, but I figure it's good. It's also preventative. You can say you can do for active and preventative treatments. I'm still just going to use it since I bought it. So I put 5 drops in each of their bowls for that, which they don't seem to mind it. So food, water, litter. The cats are the easiest, so is the dog. I'm going to put fresh water in his thing and open up a can of wet puppy food. And that's it for him too. You let him out to pee. Ducks and chickens are a lot more work. I don't know why, but they're just more dependent on you. You know, ducks need fresh water daily, fresh drinking water, fresh swimming water. But anyways, we'll get into their chores in just a sec. I'll do my dog and then we'll move over there. So currently I'm feeding him this Blue Brand. I thought it looked good. You can see like there's like actual chunks of food in there. I'm gonna do his water. But the vet said it's actually not a super great brand, so we're gonna switch it to something he recommends as soon as we run out of that food. Okay, see all his toys. He's got an outdoor and indoor bed in there. He likes to lay in both of them, so we left him. And then this was my family's first dog's house, and we pressure washed it and cleaned it really well. He loves being in there. We're gonna clean out. He has the same water bowl as the cats, except for his is bigger. So we're gonna clean that. Get him some. Hi, Chiefy. Would you like some fresh water? He's like, I would like some sardines. I'm gonna go ahead and get some apple cider vinegar, which I leave in the catio, the coop area. So our tomatoes. The only thing that continued to grow in my garden this year, so they're doing really well. More coops we're gonna put in the aviation station, which I'll cover what that is and why we're doing it. So here's my mobile coop. I built an extension, actually my dad did, so they'd have more room during the day, but they just love being out. Ducks are really ready to have their turn getting taken care of this morning. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of this in the dog's water. It's good for all animals and humans. That's why I love getting stuff like that in bulk. That's obviously not bulk, but I was using it for a while and then I'm giving it to them. So I just left my hose running in their water. See, it's jumping over now. Okay. So his water is full. And I'm just gonna do probably not even that much, but dump a little bit back. Yeah, really good for all animals. I don't put it in my cat's water. I probably could, but chickens, ducks, so I have some in the ducks' water now. Depending on how empty it is, I'll put more in there. Y'all are gonna think I'm disgusting, but every time I throw my trash away, I look for slugs, and I got 2. I used to not touch them, but then who am I kidding? I'm just gonna grab them. They're like the duck's favorite treat, so they get really excited when I show them slugs. I'll show you. When I get the leopard ones, it's a really lucky day, and then I have the watermelon for them, so I need to soak lemon, so hence the watermelon. Okay. Hey, you guys. That was kind of a bigger one, so, oh, hi, kitty. Where's my treat? I know. I got slug juice everywhere. They're running around with it. It's so funny. So they take it and they sift it in water because they can't even eat their food or anything without water helping them get it down. Poor slugs. They get it's like when alligators drown things and they spin them, and then that's what they do. But I feel like for a split second I feel kind of bad. So I'm holding the slug and it's gonna die, but then it is a slug, so my ducks love it, so it's worth it. I don't like killing anything. I even kill spiders. Look at my orchard today. It looks so spooky. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see if he rose back. So I have to get sidetracked because I'm still taking care of my ducks. That's why it takes me forever in the morning. There's just so much to check on and see, and then I think of a million other things I should do. Here's my brown Asian pears. They look so good. I'm opening them to you pick September 19th, which is in 20th, this Saturday, Sunday. I'm not gonna touch them with my slug hand, but yeah, I'm giving them one more week to get bigger. Hopefully it's not too soon. It's really weird timing you picks with your fruit because this year my French butters came in 2 weeks earlier than I anticipated. These guys are 2 weeks later than last year, so I time it as best I can actually because the smoke was so bad. The last 2 weeks it worked out because I took 2 weeks off to let them get more mature. And then now it should clear up for next week, so that worked out well. Look, here's another thing that the ducks love is clover, so I grab a bunch to put in their water. People actually plant this in the yard for their chickens and ducks. I just have it everywhere. Lucky me. Half the time when I mow, I'm just mowing clovers. Okay. They're not super excited right now. They just want some fresh water. I just dumped their pool off down the side of the hill because it's 5 acres. I'm also on a well, so I have a lot of water. I mean, ducks are just gonna be, they just need, like, look how muddy I got, fresh water every day. So if you're not a water waster, ducks aren't really the animal for you because they're gonna go through a lot of water every day. So now I'm gonna do their So when most of the grounds looks muddy and poopy like this, that's when I know to move them into a better area. Like, but I need help. I can't move this cage by myself. So I wait till my friends are around on the weekend and then we move it. So I'll move it to like kind of a greener area, like over there. But this pretty much has had its day, especially if I'm into Bumblefoot. I don't want her walking on poop and crap all day. So I brought her stuff, put the melon in the water. We're gonna put duck shoes on her today. Hopefully it'll hold the salve on her feet a little longer. It's kind of a fun game. I just dropped my phone in the water. Scared the animals. She's not soaking anymore. Here's the chicken's water system. It's really great. We have a bucket. We fill up a little pump system. It goes through. They have a water down there, and then they also have one in their coop, which my morning chores today are a little bit longer. I typically don't have to do all this in the morning, but today I do. I'm gonna clean out the poo in there, and then they have that water. So you can see the pump goes in there, down, and then gravity takes it down to that little one. So it's nice and discreet. They have water inside and outside their coop. Then we have this little monster eating their food. Chief loves the duck and chicken food. He's such a little turd. That's okay. I've heard that about Great Pyrenees before. They'll eat like livestock food sometimes. So first thing I do is I turn it off. This is where I store like all my chicken and duck stuff, so it's a little bit crowded. If I turn it off, I'm gonna usually I don't have to turn it off and dump it out, like it's really full, but I'm going to because it's been smoky. I'm sure some smoke has gotten into there, so I'm just gonna get him some full fresh water. So I'm gonna do that right now. So he was just in there eating the chicken food, and then I just found her in the area that I need to clean. So funny. I'm gonna wipe out their little cups too. I have carpet in here. They like to mostly just lay on the carpet, and I actually have a fake egg. The reason for that is, ouch, just smacked my head. Be careful. Oh, that hurt. When I steal eggs from them in the morning, sometimes they're still sitting on them, so I'll like creep in the fake egg, so it makes them feel not so bad that I took their eggs. I don't know. I just feel better about it. Maybe the fake egg's really for me. There's my rooster. He's so pretty. He's actually really quiet. I don't even hear him crow. Most of the time he crows in here in the morning. Like right now he did, but he doesn't wake me up. I like hardly ever hear it. I asked my neighbors who are way down the hill. They said sometimes they hear him in the morning. But that's the beauty of living out in the middle of nowhere. You can have a couple roosters and you won't hear them. their little pool in there. So next thing we're gonna do is clean this out. So for my chicken chores, this bucket has a bunch of worms, grit, and calcium. So I threw that in there for them. Grit helps the food in their gizzards break down. Calcium because they need it for their shells and general health. And then of course worms for a treat, which they expect as part of their breakfast every morning. And then I always check their feed levels, make sure that it's good. I do give them new water. I'm actually gonna go in there. Here's my rooster. Just a big scaredy cat, otherwise he's really pretty sweet. I'll pick him up but yeah, I just take my finger and get some of this like crap out. Once in a while I'll go in and actually clean it, but you can pretty much just scrape off nasty film and then that fills back up. Hi babies! We have a little roost bar. They weren't using this for months and then they figured it out and there's like 2 or 3 of them on it every time I come in now, which makes me really happy. It gives them more space, you know, vertically. Oh, no, I just didn't want them to escape. I leave it in a big pile, so I clean their, she's gonna jump back up. She's so funny. That's Bossy. She's my Rhode Island Red. She's awesome. I just love her. She's my smartest chick of the group. She's super friendly. But yeah, so I leave it in a big pile so they can knock it down and go through it. By the time I open this back up, it'll be totally perfectly smooth in there. They like to dig through things, so I just leave it in there for her like that. I did just fill up their water, but I'm gonna put my finger in here and get the crud out of this water too. There we go. They know. They'll like drink out of the water. They get excited when there's new bedding. Like they love a clean house as much as we do. It's really cute. She's been really kind of needy to me. Hi, little love. She probably needs to lay an egg right now and I'm in her space. So I'm just gonna shut that. And that little cage there, I'll put treats in so they can peck at it. I got that online. It was a good little deal. And then I take my pine and poop shavings and I'll put them under a tree. Technically, you're supposed to like dig it into the dirt and then like it helps fertilize the trees and keeps the bugs off of them. I just dump it around them because I already spent like at least an hour and a half out here doing chores this morning, letting the animals out. I mean, probably it's been 2 hours. I haven't had breakfast yet. My orchard's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I never get tired of it. It's so great. I love it so much. Those are my Asian pears. These trees did a lot better. These leaves, you can see not really any tree rust on them. My French butters got horrible tree rust. You can actually see where there's tree rust and where it's black is where I sprayed neem oil and it healed. Creates less surface area for photosynthesis to occur, and then they don't get the energy they need and the fruit ends up being really small and crappy. But yeah, you can see where I sprayed it. It was just, I was just a little late, so I didn't have the best crop this year, but still had a great year pick. For my first one ever, it went really well. I had like between 10 and 13 families out every day. So I just threw that under the tree. It's fine, just like out of people's way when they come to pick. It's just do that and then kind of peek it under. But it's fun. Everything in the farm has a purpose. Like nothing really goes to waste. I recycle the pine, the poo, the eggs get eaten, the shells either typically get given back to them crushed up. Plus I have to buy clamshells, but yeah, that's like it for waste. They eat the bugs in the orchard. So ducks and chickens are really great to have. Ducks will eat things that chickens don't, like slugs, like you saw me give them slugs earlier. And they're just so cute and fun to have. Especially when you have a good relationship with your animals, you know. Even for how many ducks I have, they're pretty friendly. I think they like me. Okay, we're gonna put this stuff back and then we're gonna be done with chores for the morning. Whew. It's a lot.